Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about Ashoka the emperor who gave up war. It is chapter number 7 in new book and chapter 8 in old book. Ashoka was the great emperor of Maurya Empire. Before that we will see the introduction part of this chapter. Roshan got a gift by her grandfather, a new crisp notes. It was a very new one. She clutched it. Clutched means he held it very tightly. With that money, she wanted to buy a new CD. Before that, she wanted to feel and just see the new brand notes. Then she noticed that all of them had a smiling face of Gandhiji printed on the right and a tiny set of lions on the left. You have all seen the currency notes, right? It is having a smiling face of Gandhiji on the right and a tiny set of lions on the left corner. She wondered what were the lions there for, why the lions were here. It is that lions that we see on our notes and coins have a long history. It is the part of the lion capital in Sarnath. These lions are shown on our currency notes in honor of one of the greatest kings of India, that is Ashoka, who built the capital. Lion is recognized as the national animal, so the notes also showed the lion capital. Because of this, they have chosen for the notes and coins. Ashoka chose the lion as the capital of most of his pillars. He have chosen the lion's capital of most of his pillars because the lion has always been associated with royalty, pride, power and courage. So, Ashoka chose this to on his pillars. To give honor of the Ashoka, we use the lion capital in our notes and coins. It is the national emblem of India. They were carved in stone. Carved means khudi hui. In stone they have carved and placed on top of a massive stone pillar at Sarnath. It is placed on massive stone pillar. We can call it as a Ashoka pillar also. It is in Sarnath. You have read in chapter 6 about Sarnath. So here Ashoka was one of the greatest rulers known to history. Ashoka was a Indian emperor of the Maurya dynasty. Here I have used word dynasty. What is mean by dynasty? When members of the same family become rulers, one after another, the family is often called a dynasty. Like a family members, one after one they will rule. For example, Mauryas were a dynasty with three important rulers. In Maurya's empire, one after another, the family members were ruled. First one is Chandragupta Maurya and his son Bindusara, and Bindusara's son Ashoka was ruled the Maurya Empire. It is called dynasty. Ashoka was the greatest rulers known to history, and on his instructions, inscriptions were inscribed on pillars. What he instructed, all the things were inscriptions were inscribed on pillars. Inscriptions means Shilalekh. Shilalekh means writing carved into something made of stone or metal. Writings or texts carved on solid objects. It has inscribed on pillars. We can call it Ashoka pillar. His inscriptions were inscribed in that pillar, as well as on rock surfaces. His inscriptions were found in rock surfaces. What he have inscribed, that all the things we will see later. Before, let us see why his kingdom was called an empire. Here you have heard the word empire, right? Empire means very big kingdom. It is a large kingdom. So we will call it as a empire. The empire that Ashoka ruled was founded by his grandfather. The Maurya Empire was founded by Ashoka's grandfather, Chandragupta Maurya. Ashoka's grandfather name was Chandragupta Maurya. He founded the Maurya Empire more than 2300 years ago. Okay. Ashoka ruled almost all of the Indian subcontinent. Ashoka ruled almost all the subcontinent from c. 268 to 232 BCE. He born on 304 BC. His father was King Bindusara and mother Queen Subhadrangi. The empire that ruled by Ashoka is called Maurya Empire. It has been founded by Chandragupta Maurya more than 2300 years ago. Chandragupta Maurya was supported by a wise man named Chanakya or Kautilya. Chanakya was the great economist of that time. Many of Chanakya's ideas were written down in a book called the Arthashastra. He have written a book, Arthashastra. He have written his ideas about kingdom and king and all. He supported Chandragupta Maurya to build a Maurya dynasty. Now we will see the main cities of Maurya dynasty. Here you can see the principal cities and some of the places where inscriptions were found. Ashoka's inscriptions were found in many places. You can see in red dots. And some black dots are there. It is principal cities, main cities of Maurya Empire. There were several cities in the empire. It is marked with black dots. This included the capital Pataliputra. The Maurya Empire's capital was Pataliputra. Takshila and Ujjain was the main cities. You can see here Takshila, here Ujjain, here Pataliputra, right? Takshila is here, gateway to the north. Ujjain is here and Pataliputra is here. You can see in the map. Takshila was gateway to the northwest, including Central Asia. It includes Central Asia. Ujjain lay on the route from north to south. It is in north to south India. Here merchants, officials, and craft persons probably lived in these cities. Who all are there in the cities? Merchants, officials, and craft persons. Officials means who collect the taxes. Craft persons means they used to craft the things. In other areas, there were villages of farmers and herders. In other areas, like in the empire, lived farmers and herders. In some areas, such as central India, there were forests where people gathered forest produce and hunted animals for food. They have gathered forest products produce and hunted animals for food. It is a large kingdom. It is an empire. So here different parts of this empire spoke different languages. Like us, they have used different languages. Nowadays also we are using many languages to speak, right? Like same, they have spoken different languages and probably ate different kinds of food. Many areas they have used different kinds of food and wore different kinds of clothes as well. They have used different kinds of clothes. Here we can see the difference between empires and kingdoms. Empires need more resource than kings because it is the large kingdom. Therefore, emperors need more resources than kings because empires are larger than kingdoms and needed to be protected by big armies. The empire needed more resources and big army they have to build. They also need larger number of officials who collect taxes. They have to collect taxes. They have needed larger number of officials. It is the difference between empires and kingdoms. We have learned about the empire, why the empire needs more resources than kingdom, right? Ashoka was the emperor of Maurya Empire and the main cities of Maurya Empire. These are all the things we have learned today. Tomorrow we will discuss about ruling the empire, how they have ruled the empire. About that we will discuss tomorrow. That's it for today. Bye.